racing here as far as the Xfinity series. Sorry about the first stream. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back. Jake here, and along with it's pretty much quite some time. I got a chance to be able to do the booth with this gentleman. Please help us welcome Mr. AlwaysJokerr. Joker, welcome to the booth, man.
Hello, we can join. So,
Alrighty. Yes, sir.
peace.
Awesome. But yeah, so Killer is going to be on the pole. But however, though, something that me and Joker did talk about before the race is that expect these drivers to pretty much use their bumpers. I mean, it's going to be a give and take race, and expect these drivers to be really aggressive here tonight. Joker, as we are getting started, do you see anybody being the on-top favorite here tonight?
I think it's really a pick 'em. You can't really pick. I will pick my race winner, and I will go with Nike. I think he gets the win here tonight.
Yeah, and that's a very, very good pick.
You can't really pick anyone and be like, oh yeah, that's going to be a good pick, because they're already into 3 and 4 pretty organized front start.
Yeah, it looks like McCarr got some help thanks to masopes right there in the back. These two are still going side by side, and it looks like...
Oh, 16.
Oh, 16, yeah, that's Eric, ain't it?
Yeah, starting in the back tonight. Got a lot.
As we're saying that now, look at that 6 car. That must be that Team Air Jordan?
Yes, it is. Another driver below the playoff cut line needing a win.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and catch up to Mr. Team Air Jordan at the moment, as he's currently sitting in P4. Looks like Killer hit the outside wall, the outside wall. That's going to give McCarr to the lead here in this race. Getting some help, getting the push from the 36 of Masopes right there. There you see the 9 of McCarr, but it looks like it's a side-by-side, but I believe it's going to be McCarr that's going to lead that lap. And it looks
so McCarr... Yeah, McCarr did get the lap led on the lap 1, and then Killer got the next lap. So they both get the 2 extra playoff points, and it looks like the 4 for about 5th position made it 3 wide on the 98. 36. Mason's loose.
Oh.
Good save.
Good save, but it's going to cost him a couple of spots here, because he's going to end up losing about maybe 3 positions at the moment.
He's going to send it back in.
Yep, that is the 4. Not to mention is that Masopes needs to have himself a good run, but he did have himself a great run last night. Oh, there's 3 wide. The 44 makes some contact with
Bean.
That's a hot seat driver, ain't it?
Yes, we have 2 hot seat drivers tonight, the 44 and the 07. 44 Bean, 07 Captain Jack. They're in the field tonight.
Yeah, but as I was saying this, though, is that Masopes needs to have himself a really good run, because if you remember last night, he ran the trucks he was racing at Texas. He had himself a shot to win, but things did not work out for him as well, but he did finish in the top 10. But Masopes needs to have himself a good run here, as we see McCarr and Masopes battling out for the lead. Masopes got the high side, but he looks like the bottom line's got more help than the top side does.
Yeah, Mason is really got that top lane moving. Bean's not really wanting to ride behind the 9. They did have a little history in the 1v1 tournament that we hosted, a little contact out of the top 2. Bean's going to try and make it 3 wide.
T-Bird is sitting ducking. He's currently in the middle of the 3 wide situation. Oh, he makes contact with the 19. He's spun around. The 98 of the T-Bird gets spun around by the 19 of Kenny LaFleur. Only 1 car, though.
Bean sent McCarr up the racetrack. McCarr's going to lose a bunch of spots. 4 wide for the lead. It's not going to work.
That's going to be Masopes.
Mason gets the lap led. They're still 4 wide. That's not going to work, boys. Just get to the corner and hope they figure it out.
T-Bird is currently going to pit road this time by, but oh my gosh, we're going to end up sounding like auctioneers at the moment. Oh boy, the outside is getting a little bit intense. Oh boy, hang on to it, boys.
This is just not gonna last for another 50 laps as Gary misses the corner. Oh, they're getting Shovey back in the back. JoJo, Brody, Hendricks getting shoved under the apron as well.
They're still 3 wide. Oh boy, and JoJo is sitting down. 15 to 10. Oh boy. we have so much we got to cover as T-Bird gets lapped. He will be in the lucky dog position if things go well for him. But back to the front, we got a 3-car battle for first place here, Joker.
Yeah, this is just not going to last. This aggressive driving, Hyper went from the bottom to the top and then back to the bottom. Beans trying to throw his name into that mix as well.
Oh my God! And yet, what a coincidence that me and you get a chance to work together once again, and yet we're calling a crazy action-packed racing here at Michigan, which you might as well say it just gives me super speedway feels because.
Oh, there they go! Brody's in it. Brody, big wreck. 02, 07.
Oh my
4
God!
cars, and that's going to bring out our first game caution. That should, and there it is.
Oh my God! First, oh, and Brody's still sliding. He is still sliding there, but like Joker mentioned, first actual caution of the night, and a big one in turn 1. Wow. Joker, I told you at the start of this race is that expect a lot of aggressive driving, and by God, we're seeing it here.
Yeah, I agree. They went about, I believe, what, 7, 8 laps that run. So there should be about 2, 3 laps to go. I know there was 14 laps in the first stage, so playoff point on the line for some of these drivers that are in the playoffs and that are looking to get a win.
Yeah, and looks like the 4 of you said it's Hyper.
Yes, that is Hyper.
Hyper in the 4 is going to lead things back to green with his route or RFK teammate right behind him in Bean. As we're back on the way here at Michigan, something I do want to recognize this though is that if Hyper can be able to stay up front and he gets the help from the 44, he should be able to get a chance to win the stage.
Yeah, but we don't know what the team communication is like out of the 44. We don't know if they are talking. Bean does have a live stream up, and Bean's going to make a move on his teammate, going to dip inside, but the 4 still has the momentum on the top line.
Yeah, I would say the 4 desperately needs to watch that mirror, try to be able to block as many runs as he possibly can, especially down to the bottom, because I don't think, unless Killer gets some help, things are not going to go well for Killer XL. As we see here with the really good blocking out of the 4, but there you see the contact from the 44 to the inside bumper. The 44 is going to get a chance to try to battle for the lead there as they go side by side, the Joker. And of course, we have a 1 DNF, the 18 of Wormel.
Oh, the hook, the 20, the 36 is involved. Speed's in it. That's going to end the stage. Big wreck. 1 in it.
There's
and that's going to end the stage. Hyper gets the win. Eric and Killer got hooked. Hyper wins stage 1 with Bean in 2nd. Jocko finishing P3. McCard P4. And Kenny P5. I do have a stream up. I did send it into the main chat. It is Beans POV. Just running through the top 10. Nike got 6th, Killer 7th, McAvoy 8th, Person 9, and then Captain Jack in 10th.
And of course, we do see both the 8 and the 36 that got involved in that crazy accident that just led us to the end of stage 1 here. But good on the 4. Good on the 4. He desperately needs to be able to stay up front. I thought that the 44 was going to be able to get a chance to make it up front, but that is not the case. As we get things back up on the way here with the. Well, it looks like the 74 is back on the way.
Yeah, he did stay out on Bean's screen. So yes, this is a lap led, but he's on a tire disadvantage. I believe all these drivers behind him took 4. So expect Bean, who's been really aggressive so far this race, to try and make a 3-wide move.
Yeah, something I do want to point out though is that as Bean is trying to be able to make a move on the 74 here, he is slowly. Oh, never mind. He's going to try to work on the outside. He's got Caleb Ford right there. And, of course, look at the 4 of Hyper. He's got McCord, but the 74 is going to be able to have the bottom line. But we're about to see a 3-wide battle for first place. As far as the lap that's going to be led, oh boy, and here comes Kennedy. 4 wide.
4 wide. That's not going to work. This is not going to work. Everyone just hold your line. Just get to the corner. Bean's going back out. Beans to Jocko. Now he's going to push Bean into the corner. JGR. Here comes the 20, another JGR car.
Oh
Four
my.
wide again. McCart's losing a bunch of spots. Gary's
Oh,
under the white line. Hendrick's
oh
under way
07.
below the white line.
Oh my god. The '07 and the '08 just made a move just like that.
Oh, Hyper. So that's Jocko.
That's
JGR on the bottom lane.
And look at Nike though. He's currently in a good spot for him though. He's got his teammates.
Four wide in the middle of the pack.
Oh my! And look at the four. He's going ahead, turn off the mirror, saying, "I'm walking on sunshine." Oh, expect a big one.
The corner saved them up to 15. I believe that sets up the racetrack. Speed's trying to make a lot of moves on the bottom. Hyper's just pulling away.
And look at the move that the 20's trying to be able to make. He's trying to be able to help his teammate out, trying to get rid of Bean, but that's not the case. Jocko is currently gonna make things really interesting. Nike's in the
Kenny!
Big Rick!
Kenny!
Oh,
that's gonna bring out a game caution, and it does.
Oh,
we're already at 3 game cautions, and it was fine, but just another mistake.
That was a bad. I don't know. I mean, you can't really blame Kenny, but he was in a very bad spot, to say the least. Going off of 3, I believe. I do gotta say one thing though, Joker. As far as who is the luckiest individual in this field right now, that's the 4 of Hyperspeed. In all these situations, he's been getting away from them as soon as he possibly can. Whatever he's doing himself a good job, especially with how much he has to be able to block between both lines, to say the least. Oh my god.
That was kind of a take a deep breath. That was kind of like a reset with how crazy the racing was. As we're gonna get back underway. Hyper and Bean meet the field to green again. I believe Bean's gonna get in line here. There are 7 laps to go in stage 2.
And watch Jocko though.
Oh, Nike! Big checkup on the bottom in the back of the pack. Speed, person, those cars, they probably have damage now.
Yeah, Speed is not going to be really too pleased. Oh, the 47! Oh, what happened with JoJo? I don't know, but we're going to have to give it out on the back here because the back's getting a little bit tensed up. You see the 16 going down to the bottom. They're 3 wide with the 92. It looks like T-Bird up there. Oh, the 10's going to end up hitting outside wall tire racing.
Some big names in the back. A lot of drivers up front in the standings. Kenny's top 5 in points. McCart's top 5 in points. Mason's top 5 in points. 10 points. Same with Eric. So you look towards the front of this field. If we go back up there, it looks like the 8 got big time loose. Big names in the back, which means opportunity. 74 needs to win. The 4 needs to win. The 08 needs to win. Literally all of the top 4 of the top 5 need a win and are below the cut line.
Yeah, and right now, as you're watching it through Speed's hood cam, you can see that he's trying to be able to catch up to the draft of the 54. But the thing is, though, is that how much time do you have left to be able to catch up to the front? I'd say probably about maybe 2 laps, but that's all you got left because right now it's all about the 4 and the 44 of Hyperspeed and Bean. They seem to be working really, very, very well together, but that 74 desperately needs some help.
Oh, they're wrecking in the back. 20's in it. Big Red, 20's in it, 19. They keep it straight. I don't think a manual will be called. I think they're also in 5 to go.
Yeah, so they are.
They kept it somewhat straight. Cars did go around, but they did figure it out.
Being down to the inside line, he's going to be able to try to make a pass on the 4 as they're side by side. But look at the momentum that the Always is getting from Gary. He has a shot to be able to get a chance to win this stage.
I do not understand that move by Bean. That's your teammate you're racing. I get you're a hot seat, but in this situation where Hyper, yeah, he probably needs to win anyways, but fighting and bringing this second group back up doesn't really make a lot of sense in my opinion.
And especially on Ball Stick's birthday, which by the way, oh boy, and happy birthday, Ball Stick, by the way. Oh boy.
Nike sent the 08. The 08's going to show us displeasure. We might see another wreck. They both lost a bunch of time. God.
And we haven't seen the 08 in quite some time, and you out of all people know how short his temper can be.
Yeah, Person just tried to move the 54. He's going to move to the 54. JoJo's trying to get under him. They're going to be 3 wide. I don't know if Nike knows that. He does.
He's got the momentum down to the bottom. JoJo has some help from his teammate, the 98. But back to the front we go here as far as Bean. Bean is in the lead over Hyperspeed. But look at who's also up there in 07.
Yeah, Captain Jack, our race winner from yesterday, trying to do the double, winning tonight and then winning yesterday at Texas.
Yeah, a great win for him to say the least. But right now, it is all about the 44 of Bean. Bean seems to be in control here. But like I said before, Joker, I want to go ahead and bring this up. Why battle your own teammate, especially whenever the 4 is trying to be able to get a chance to win and move?
He goes.
Yep, he's going to try to work on the outside.
Another block. He's just going to send it around the outside. No help behind him. We're coming to the last lap of stage 2. Bean's going to come up and pull his teammate and come back down.
Oh, God, that was close.
1 lap to go in stage 2.
The 74's got to run.
Really aggressively. Does he put the bumper to the back? Oh, my God. He's going to send him.
He's going to send him. But look at speed.
That's probably an aggressive driving warning. Here comes the 8. Here comes the 7 as well. 4 wide.
4 wide, but look at speed. The man is man.
Oh, the wrecking.
The wreck is big.
Big wreck. Hyper, T-Bird, T-Man, Jordan. Captain Jack's probably going to win the stage.
He is, but Speed's right there. As they're going to race back to the line. Can Speed be able to
get your points here? Bean and Jocko dooring each other.
Oh,
you have to understand the frustration. Captain Jack's going to win stage 2. You have to understand Bean's frustration. That wasn't a racing move. That was a...
Hello?
I understand. Hello.
I'll make sure.
I understand Bean's frustration there. That was not a racing move. That wasn't an attempt to pass cleanly. Didn't even try and make the corner. And neither of them got the stage win.
And something I do want to point out, though, if there's anybody in this field that has a right to be frustrated, that's got to be the 4 of Hyperspeed. Because we got to talk about this, though. He is currently trying to get himself his first win in the Xfinity Series to move on to the playoffs. And it's kind of a little bit slap to the face to have the 44 to battle out for the lead, knowing that the 4 could be able to get just to win that stage and help him out as far as points-wise, to say the least. But as far as how the rest of the things will play out, we don't know, because right now we're getting ready to go back to our final, what could be our final restart, but I'm not going to jinx it. Captain Jack.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well, they're already having some aggressive blocking already, as Bean's going to block Jocko down. I don't know if you saw it.
You have to understand his frustration. Austin him, I get he's just a hot seat, but do not expect anything more than the 44 block and the 74, and you can see that on the back straightaway now.
He is letting his frustration out. He's going to block the 74 with everything in him. I mean, it's more than just one driver that you have to worry about. You have to worry about those in front of you, especially with those that are going to be 3
Eric's
to 4
trying to make it 4
wide.
wide, passing in the grass. That's just not going to work. Long way to go here. Over 30 laps in this stage. I think if they can get 6, 7, 8 laps, then I think a green flag run is possible.
There is a potential for a green flag run to be able to possibly can, to say the least, especially with the aggressive racing. But look at the 47. He's going to make his way to the outside thanks to the help with the draft, thanks to Brody. And the 47 is going to clear down in front of the 44. The 44 is not going to be happy about that. But however, JoJo is going to be up in the 3rd.
Yeah, a few veterans up front. Jack's been here since Season 2. Brody's been here since Season 1. And same with JoJo. A few of the veterans are up front. But if we get back to the back of this field, they've kind of lost touch. If you look at Hendrick on back, Hendrick, McCard, Taylor, Hyper, our Stage 1 winner. And then that kind of even a further group behind them, that's Kenny.
Kenny's in the back, the 98? Yeah. And not to mention the weight of Gary. Gary was up there a little bit ago as well, until contact between him and
spinning out again. Yep, he saved it. But Kenny's just not showing why he's a championship favorite. He's showing why he needs to be in the Truck Series. Oh, Hendrick. Oh, Hendrick. Oh, Hendrick. Oh, Hendrick. Look at Killer. 3 wide in the middle. Hendrick almost sent Nike. They're
Oh
3
my
wide. They're getting bumper
God.
hooked. They're getting bumper hooked. Just really aggressive racing up front. Captain Jack still leads, but just really aggressive racing up front. I hope they can at least get the pit stops and see some green flag pit stops.
Yeah, and I definitely do want to point out, though, Speed is getting himself inside the top 3. But Brody's losing a lot of spots, but oh boy. But you got to admire one driver. That is the 74 as I'm trying to be able to find him, I forgot who the 74 was. Pardon me.
Jocko.
Jocko. Thank you for that.
Oh, Brody just sent JoJo up the racetrack to 3 wide. Nike's getting big time loose.
Oh, they bounced back in
Hendrick
the
and
back.
Hyper are doing each other way back in the pack.
This is going to be a very busy night for the admins to look at these incident reports for you guys.
I think it'll be fine unless there's a caution within the last 15 laps. And that's when you get into that situation where you're kind of just going to take every run, right, and try and defend your position as hard as you can.
And Nike's gaining some spots. He's going to try to side draft JoJo, and he's going to be able to get some help from his teammate in the 20 of Killer.
Killer door checked Mason. Jack's going to try, and there's a fight for the lead.
Yeah,
Bean.
fight for the lead. Bean's trying to be able to work on the outside, but it's not going to really do him well because he thought that Speed was going to go with him, but that is not the case because Speed's going to stay right behind the 44. Jocko is going to be able to get a chance to get some draft to be able to catch up with the 8. But personally, I believe Jocko desperately wants to be able to get to that 44. And look at the move that Jocko's making on the outside.
If I'm Bean, yeah, he's going to get under the 07 here, but, like, why wouldn't you guys just try and push and get away? Yeah, it's probably unlikely since it's Michigan. It's Jack hit the wall off turn 2. In this situation where the field's kind of been spread out and the potential of green flag racing is possible, try and get away first and figure it out later. But Bean's been really aggressive all night. Speed up to 2nd, JoJo up to 3rd, Nike up to 4th, McCard up to 5th. Oh, big stack up on the bottom.
My God, and not to mention, though, is that something I do want to point out, though, you have to be able to give credit where credit's due to your driver, the 8 of Speed Racer, currently in the lead as far as our points, but he's been doing very, very well. Kind of has a bit struggling points here and there, but he's doing good as far as being inside the top 3.
Bean blocked Speed. Speed probably was all but going to go around. McCard's 3 wide in about 5th place. Moving up to 4th. Bean's been really aggressive with his blocks. Went up, down, back down. Bean's going to block really aggressively in the 1.
Oh, and there's a big checkup right there with JoJo and McCard. And there's 3 wide.
Back in the pack. That's where this caution's going to come out. As every lap the tire goes by, JoJo's trying to duck under Speed. Speed looks low. Bean tries to block him.
Yeah, I mean, right now, and I think JoJo could have lost 3rd spot right there, but look at the move that Brody's making down to the bottom.
You gotta hit the bottom. You can't miss the bottom. The guy behind you isn't just gonna sit there and say, "Oh, here's some space." No, you gotta take it. 21 laps to go in this race.
And check out the battle for first, though, between being the 8 of Speed and the 47 of JoJo. And something they said very well.
Oh, Nike's killing Jack. Good save, but not really anyone's fault there. Just Nike really got loose, and Jack's going to lose all the track position from our Stage 2 winner.
A lot of spots there, and they're still 3 wide. And something I do want to point out, though, Nike's been in a lot of 3 wide situation here in this race, and he's been in another one just now. Well, look at the 20. Killer down there to the bottom. He's going to be able to get a spot because something happened to Brody there. And look, they're 3 wide with the 16, the 92, and the 15. That could be where our caution could be at, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think a lot of these drivers probably ran a higher preset, and they probably didn't expect this green flag run that we're seeing now. It's good for us because then we don't have to worry about racking them up every 5 laps, but I think every time we get off a turn 2, the risk of a caution just goes up as the tires wear.
And Bane could be, his lead could be in jeopardy right now because Speed's going to be able to take the bottom. But never mind, somehow Bane gets down to the bottom. That's going to leave the 47 and the 21 hanging because Killer's going to be able to go ahead and pass these two down to the bottom and get himself to third.
I wish Bean would go under or show his fuel just to see how much is left. But Bean's blocking really aggressively.
And one bad mistake, and it could cost them the rest of this race because Speed has been right there the entire time of the stage.
Bean's all but dominated, right? Oh, they're getting a little bumper. Here comes the 4. I was just speaking of dominating. Hyper won stage 2 or stage 1, excuse me. He's got wrecked at the end of stage 2. Here he comes back up. Big block by the 8 and the 44.
Oh my god.
Speed's gonna put the bumper to the back. No, he doesn't. Here comes JoJo. There's a shot. I think a lot of people are getting tired with that 44, but he's being really aggressive. But I know it's probably frustrating, but you have to be aggressive like this to stay up front. You see where the 07 is. You can't even see him in this front group. Why? Because he wasn't aggressive enough. So Bean's really aggressive, but it's working.
And not to mention, though, is that something I do want to point out, though, there is a little bit of rivalry between the 47 of JoJo and the 8 of Speed, and something happened to my card there. So I expect a little bit of aggressive move from JoJo to Speed here if things don't work out as far as Bean's blocking, which he has been blocking a little bit aggressive, but that's what's been helping him keeping himself in the lead.
Oh, looks like the 36 is pitting. I think that's I don't know if he got pushed down there, but
that's a very bold strategy to say the least, because I don't think that these drivers are going to be coming in this time by, but Bane's going to be able to run to the high side, but the 08 is going to try to stay to the bottom.
They do have 6 laps of fuel coming down to 5, so please just make it a pit stops, and we'll see the field spread out, but now Speed's going for the lead.
He's been getting the help from the 47 of JoJo, and he's about to get help from the 20 of Killer. But these two, the 4 and the 44, I mean, the last time they saw each other was whenever Bean took the lead from Hyper. And look at there's an RFK line right there on the outside. Somebody hits the outside wall.
Yeah, the 44 is RFK, Hyper's RFK, Team Air Jordan's also RFK in the 6. But now we're getting into that point where, T-Bird's dying way back in the pack. I believe that was the 54 getting loose again. But, yeah, Balsic is the lone RFK driver not racing due to his birthday, and I think he's impressed.
He is, but at the same time, though, is that, I mean, there is going to be some conversations between the 4 and the 44 after the race. I can definitely assume that will happen. But look at the 47. The 47 is trying to be able to work on the outside. Bean's losing a lot of spots, though. But look at the 08. We have not seen the 08 except earlier in the back. He's trying to make his way up to the front.
Remember, now that we're coming up to green flag pit stops, that means people must signal. But with how aggressive they've been blocking, we won't know if people are actually pitting or just blocking really aggressively. I believe the 74 is pitting.
I think the other drivers are aware.
Is pitting. Yeah, so you're going to have to be really clear with your signal because this has been really aggressive. I won't be surprised if there's an accident on pit road or entering pit road.
There is some sort of accident just waiting to happen, to say the least. But, I mean, oh boy. And I think
looks like
the 21
CGR cars, yeah. Brody. Yeah. Eric, and then Kenny as well. Remember, Kenny almost spun out at the back of the pack, has driven his way back up into this front group. 21's pitting. 16 is pitting. As long as they make it cleanly, 4 drivers, the 21, the 16, the 19, and the 1.
And so far, we've not seen the caution here on the stage. I mean,
I think if all the leaders pit, cleanly, then there won't be a caution for the rest of the race. But they gotta get there.
But the thing is, though, is that you know as well as I do, Joker, is that when it comes to how long these green flags runs could be, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything clean. I expect somebody to end up getting themselves a speed penalty this time by, I believe.
Something's gonna happen here. Someone's gonna punt somebody into pit road. It might be Bean in the speed, but let's just make sure everyone breaks.
And the 44 is gonna get the 8 what? That could be a penalty right there.
Oh my God! The 9's in it, the 36! Big wreck! The caution came out!
Oh my God!
That helps a bunch of drivers.
Oh my God!
That helps Bean, that helps JoJo, that helps Kenny. All those drivers that...
What just happened?
They wrecked entering pit road. But this helps JoJo, Killer.
Speed, Bean.
Speed, yeah. And you know who this hurts? This hurts, I believe, Masopes. Masopes was the only car 1 lap down. And Gary is our leader, so Gary technically got that lap led.
Oh boy.
I guess he double pitted, because he's, I believe, 10th. Beats your leader. That just sucks, you know, like they were racing really, I can't even say cleanly, but really aggressively.
But hey, something I do want to talk about though. Look who's currently back up in the front. That is the 19 of Kenny LaFleur. We saw in the back just a little bit ago.
Yeah, but now they've all made their pit stops. I believe Mason's 1 lap down. So now it's just a push for the finish. And you see how Bean and Speed have been racing all day long. So just expect it to ramp up another level than what it's been.
4 wide in the back with the 10, the 6, many more drivers down there to the bottom.
I'm trying to set my phone up to watch the race. But now it's just go, go, go. There's no point in riding in line. It's Brody and Killer. Big stack up on the bottom.
The one of a person is sitting duck right now along with the 15. And the 50.
Look at this. Look at these two up front. There are 7 laps of racing to go, coming to 6. Now I see why Speed's really aggressive on that bottom lane. Speed's gonna get dumped trying to race that aggressively, but a lot of names. Won't be surprised if we see another caution.
And look at Hyper.
Look at Hyper passing in the grass. Brody and him are hooked.
Oh
That's
my
just
God.
not gonna work. How?
It worked.
It's just not. They're just not gonna stay green. Person's getting sent up the racetrack. The aggressive level just going higher.
Hyper's gonna make the move to Brody in the 21. That's gonna get himself at the top 5.
If Bean doesn't send him, if Bean doesn't send this 8 car, Hyper. Oh my God.
And look at the 20.
Hyper went. He's there, JoJo. You gotta give him that room. As much as you don't want to, you're back clear. Get in line. I believe they're coming to 5 to go.
Hyper's gonna lose a lot of spots here. He doesn't have anybody to help. But look at Bean on the outside, and look at JoJo on the outside.
Yep, 5 to go. No more manuals. A game has to call it, and we might see it here. There's no way. Remember, there's no out of bounds. So this white line that they're just abiding by does not change anything.
And just remember, last night in the Truck Series, we had 1 overtime in the race.
And Speed!
Oh my gosh! And look at the 20.
Here comes Killer to the inside.
Oh my God!
It's just not gonna work. Eric, JoJo, Eric, they're wrecking big in the back. This could be the race right here. Killer's gonna take the lead.
That's gonna be a caution.
Killer takes the lead. Remember, look at how important that was. If everyone takes 4, Killer will be leading and can control how he dictates this race. I won't be surprised if people take 2, but if you're in this situation, if I'm the crew chief, you take 4 tires. You want to be on the aggressor. You want to be on the offense.
And something I do want to point out, though, is that as I was mentioning it last night, we did went to overtime. And I think we're about to go to overtime here tonight. And last night the race ended via caution. Could that be a factor here? I don't know, but we're going to see because Killer got himself from third to first in just a matter of seconds because of the 44 and 8 little situation there. This is going to be Killer's in a really good spot.
Two. Let me look at Bean's stream. No. The first person on tires is McAvoy in 10th. Everyone else stayed out, so this is just a race. All of them on older tires. 2 laps of racing to go.
And look who's in fourth, the 4 hyperspeed. You know he desperately wanted to give himself his first win.
Bean will have a say in this finish, one way or another.
He definitely will. He's been aggressive all night. Oh, the wreck in the back!
Big in the back. Big wreck in the back. Big wreck in the back. And the caution.
What in the AG Devil Hockey Sticks happened to Soaps? He pretty much just lifted his car up in the air.
Survival at this point. We're in that 2-lap shootout range. People ask for respect or wonder why this happens. It's a group effort. It's not just one person causing anything. But,
and these drivers are going to go into our little holiday week off a bit frustrated, except for the winner. Because the winner is going to end up enjoying, it's going to have about 2 weeks until we go back here just a couple of weeks from now.
I still think Killer's in the catbird seat. I don't see how anyone... To me, I think being the leader is the most important here because you just want them to get to the white flag, right? And then once it happens, once after that, you could, care less about what happens. But
second restart.
Trying to get on board with the 8. He's in line. Bean in third. And I believe JoJo's in fourth. Getting really cindy in the back. Here comes a run from speed. You gotta block low if you're Killer. He does.
He is.
Speed goes down as well.
But what's the top side going to do?
Here comes JoJo.
He's got some help from
Captain. To the white flag. Bean's inside. Get on board with the 44. JoJo's making it 3 wide. Bean's Killer. Big block on Bean.
Oh my God!
Here comes the 4! Here comes the 4! Here comes the 4! Does the Bean send the 20? No! Hyper's gonna have a run, I believe Hyper's on 4 fresh tires!
He is!
Killer's gotta get down and throw that block! He's gotta commit! He's inside!
Oh my God!
3 wide for the lead! Does McCord send him as well? Hyper needs this win!
Oh
Final
my
corner.
God!
Hyper!
He's gonna win!
He gets the corner right!
He's gonna win it!
There's a big wreck in the back. Caution's gonna come out! Hyper's gonna lock his way into the playoffs!
Hyper's gonna
win!
Hyper's gonna win! Oh my God! Hyper with the big win! Oh my God! Thanks to McCord, Hyper's gonna win! What a way to end this race! Oh my God! Sorry to cut you off there, Joker, but that was crazy. That was crazy. Hyperspeed gets his first win. He's gonna go to the playoffs, and he's gonna have 2 weeks to enjoy himself, to enjoy this first ever win. Oh my God! And talk about a birthday gift to Ballstick too. Oh my God!
He needed it. It was a perfectly clear. It was a clean move.
Give the
clean
9
move from Hyper.
Give the 9 a cold night of light on that move. Oh my God! And speaking of the night of light man himself, McCard, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Dude, first of all, congratulations on the top 3 finish, but that momentum that you and Hyperspeed had, take us through your point of view on the last lap.
As fresh tires. They had old tires, we had fresh. He made the winning move on the front stretch going into 1, and I just followed him. This is the way to go. That was for Mr. Feelgood right there at the end.
Man, Joker, I know that he's your boy, but go ahead and ask him a question because that was wild. I'm still trying to catch my breath.
Yeah, kind of a recovery drive for you. I feel like you didn't get a lot of stage points, if at all. So, what can you take from this race?
Well, I got points for laps led. I finished fourth stage 1. I didn't get any stage 2, so I don't know. It's just a product of super speedway racing at Michigan. It's just hope you get lucky. That's really about it.
Yeah, I agree. But we're not gonna leave you long. You're free to go. We're gonna talk to our race winner in Hyper.
Good win,
Hello.
Hyper.
First of all, I want to go ahead and say congratulations on the win. How do you feel right now? And take us through what through your mind on that last lap, the momentum that you McCard had to be able to get you that win.
I have no, I'm just speechless. I don't know how I won that one, honestly. I mean, my car was extremely fast. That was one of the best race cars I've ever had. Stage 1 was perfect, got the stage 1. Stage 2 I got wrecked on the final lap, which was unfortunate. But, that final restart was just the key to that. 10th to 1st with the 4 tires. I got on the outside on the, turn 3 and 4, which was probably the key that won me that race. If I was on the inside, I probably wouldn't have won.
All right, go ahead. Well, congratulations, and talk about how much this win means to you, especially now the fact that you're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just amazing that I have the provisional now, which is gotta not lose focus and maintain focus and keep on getting good results and win. That's the main goal. Can't get
Joker,
complacent.
go ahead.
Yeah, it was a
Hello.
Hyper, this was you were talking about this race, for a long time, as I'm dying. But yeah, just talk us through it. You finished, I believe, second last season, three times in a row. So you did drive for JRM. So what's this win? How does this win feel for you?
I love it for my team. It's the team's first win of the season across all series, which is great for us. And yeah, it just means a lot to me, man.
All right. Well, hey, go tell Ballstick a happy birthday for us, and congratulations. We'll get.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize it's his birthday.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But hey, go enjoy it. You got about 2 weeks to enjoy it, and we'll see you back here in a few weeks. You're free to go.
All right, see you guys.
All right, see ya. All right, do we have Killer with us?
Unfortunately.
Killer, you was in the lead by the time the last 2 restarts happened. Take us through what happened to you right there on the final run.
I think it's pretty clear that that 44 Bean just decided to get too greedy and cost us both the race. So we'll take second, move on to next week.
Very well said. Joker, go ahead.
Yeah, nothing you could have done differently there. I feel like if you committed to the block on the 4, you probably would have wrecked you both. So, what do you I don't really have a question for you tonight. Just good run, able to survive and enjoy the 2 weeks off with the runner-up.
Appreciate it, buddy. Good luck tonight.
Yep.
All right. Hey, good luck to you. We'll see you here in 2 weeks, though, Killer. Alrighty. Hey, that was an amazing race. What a great time that was. Hey, coming up next is our Cup Series action here on HPL. For AlwaysJokerr, for myself, saying so long as far as the Xfinity Series. We'll see you here in about 2 weeks because of our holiday. Which, by the way, happy Easter, everybody. We'll see you guys here in 2 weeks.